Assalamu alaikum, dears, how are you? Human being has developed a lots and lots of technological advancements are there to be seen and witnessed. Now it has become so developed that one small gadget, which is called our smartphone, can connect us with the whole of the world. But despite all that technological development and the ease and the comfort to get connected with other people, there are enough number of people who are feeling loneliness. They are unable to enjoy the company of the right sort of people. So that is something which is quite pitiable. But my dear friends and fellows, since there is a solution for every problem, since the necessity is the mother of invention, keeping all that in view, we have come across very important tips as well, how to make our loneliness a more enjoyable, how to be happy and productive during the time we are feeling lonely. So my dear friends and fellows, that is something which has provided us with a lot of important tips about how to enjoy your own company, how to enjoy your own company. This is our topic today, and there are certain tips, but rather I shall say 7 practical tips which will help us a lot in being able to enjoy our own company. So let's begin and let's check what are those 7 practical tips for making us enjoy our own company. Number one, it is discover with discover solo hobbies. There are hobbies which can be done, which can be practiced and enjoyed while we are having the company of some other people. But at the same time, there are hobbies which can only be practiced and enjoyed if at all we are alone, or which can also be enjoyed once we are alone. So what type of these hobbies? Like reading is something which enriches our personality a lot. So we can enjoy the reading, we can make a habit of reading. And number two, it could be painting, and it could be playing music. Whatever is possible, I think we need to find out the hobbies, the solo hobbies. So that is the practical tip number one. And the practical tip number two is explore nature. We need to explore the nature. Take walks, taking walks, go for hikes, or simply sit in the park. That is, take walks, go for the hikes, or simply sit in a park. So that is another tip. That is another practical tip for being able to enjoy our own company. The third practical tip for enjoying our own company is cook and try new recipes. Cooking and trying new recipes. Why? Because eating, and particularly eating the food of our choice, I think that is the finest thing. Why? Because on the one hand, it is a basic necessity to eat. On the other hand, it is a sort of player which remains with us from the very beginning of our life till the very end of it. So for all that reason, it is cook and try new recipes. So that is, experiment with the new flavors and with the new cuisines. So that is the practical tip number three. And the practical tip number four is practice mindfulness and meditation. Practicing mindfulness and meditation, focus on your breath and calm your mind. Meditation, I think that is the finest thing, having lots and lots of benefit. We need to meditate for 20 minutes in the morning, another 20 minutes in the evening, and that is finest thing really. But all of us have our past, our previous life, which might be full of the regrets. But my dear friends and fellows, instead of keep regretting, it is far better to learn whatever we can learn out of our previous life, then let it go and do not dwell in that at all. Now, at the same time, each one of us have a future as well. Instead of keep worrying about the future. It is far better to plan. It is far better to prepare a little bit, then let it go as well. Now we need to focus, we need to concentrate upon our present, our today, and the present moment. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think that we need to, as for the technical definition of the mindfulness, is it is a state of mind achieved by focusing by consciously focusing our awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, bodily sensations without judgment. So that is, we need to practice the mindfulness and we need to practice the meditation. The fifth, practical tip for being able to enjoy our own company, that is write in a journal. That is, write in a journal, reflect on your thoughts, your feelings, and your experiences. One is to write for a journal, another is that writing just for oneself, not for the sake of publishing, not for the sake of keeping it through forever, rather to write and then to burn it, then to destroy it, but to write upon our thoughts, our feelings, our bodily sensations, and our experiences, and our reflection upon our experiences. Write whatever comes to your mind. I think we need to write our experiences as well as our thoughts. So that is another practical tip, because it provides us with a catharsis, with lots of mental strength. And the last and the seventh is, practical tip is create a cozy, comfortable space. Creating a cozy and comfortable space make your home a peaceful retreat. That is something beautiful indeed. It does not mean that we should need to have a lot of money for the purpose of decorating, for the purpose of furnishing our home better. Rather, whatever you can easily do, keep doing to make your home a comfortable place, so that once you come there, you want to stay there as well. So these are the seven practical tips for what, for being able to enjoy our own company. And then it is the certain mental shifts as well. What are these? These are only three in number. Number one, it is view alone time as a luxury. Appreciate the freedom to do what you want. So that is not a curse at all. If at all you do have the time alone, it is quite a lot of luxury, because we can do whatever we want to do. So don't feel pity upon yourself at all. Do not unconsciously practice the self pity. Rather, consider yourself as a lucky person, because you have a lot of time for doing what you want to do. And the second mind shift is that focus on personal growth. Focusing on the personal growth. What is this, by the way? Use solo time to improve yourself. I think if at all we are trying to improve everything we are trying to do, like the assets we are having, so many other things, but at the same time, the finest ever thing, maybe the most important of all those things, that is enjoy, that is improve yourself, that is improving myself. Instead of improving all the other things, it is far better. I don't say that that is a useless thing and stop doing this, not at all. That has its own significance. But as far improving oneself is concerned, I think nothing is as good as this one. The third mindset shift is that cultivate self compassion. Cultivate self compassion. Treat yourself with a kindness and with understanding. Treating yourself with a kindness and with understanding. So that is cultivate self compassion. By embracing these tips, and mindset shifts, you can learn to enjoy your own company and find happiness in solitude. That is, finding happiness in the solitude, being able to enjoy your own company, something really very useful, because many of the people need today, because they are feeling lonely, because they don't have a company, because they don't have the friends. So that is the finest topic indeed. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz on us.